I must admit I was astonished to hear the town is trying tonight to get board approval to utilize $1,059,000 to renovate the HVAC system at the dog shelter. I would first like to know if this funding is coming from a state grant. If so, does the grant cover the entire amount or part of it? In 23, the state grant program awarded $200,000 to be used for the exact same purpose in HVAC systems, and now we're looking at about $1,250,000. I spoke today with the director of the program, Dr. Chico, and he informed me that the town has yet to receive these funds. As occurred in 2019 with a $200,000 grant, the town seems to drop the ball on the timely utilization of these funds. In fact, in 19, they had to return the funds because the work wasn't completed in a timely manner. Our dog shelter is built on a landfill. It was never intended to be a long-term solution. Our previous supervisor, Bosworth, did a feasibility study which showed that 33 cats could be accommodated at the dog shelter. If we allow this amount of money to be utilized at the dog shelter, it is clear to me that we are committing ourselves to having a dogs-only shelter for many years to come. It is also quite clear that the notions of cats suffering and dying on the streets means very little to the vast majority of you. While admittedly I know very little about HVAC or air filtration systems, it does seem to me, however, that rather excessive to be spending $1,250,000 on one, unless perhaps we are cooling and heating the Pentagon. Is the entire $1 million plus going for this purpose? Who is the contractor? I also would like to know that will be doing this job. I'm not going to be bothered to foil the information and waiting months for a redacted response. If the town can't answer my queries promptly, I'm going to very quickly ask the district attorney to investigate who's doing the work, and maybe I can get some responses from him, and maybe I won't. While I am fond of dogs, they are perfectly fine. They are well fed, have shelter and medical care. This commitment on behalf of the town tells me clearly that you have no intention of doing anything to help the cats, the dire plight facing the cats. The fact that most of you would support this ludicrous proposal rather than utilize readily available money from the state grant program and wherever this money is coming from, God only knows, to help the cats is beyond disgraceful. We could have used $500,000 from each of 2 years and we'd basically have a shelter. You should really be ashamed of yourselves. This is disgraceful. In conclusion, I do not want any further commitment to a decrepit dog shelter, but rather want funds allocated for a joint dog-cat shelter. This proposal needs to be voted down now.